Hello, crafty friends. Welcome to my Spellbinders August 2025 Club Kit live stream. My name is, of course, Alicia, but as always, you can call me Crafty Owl. Welcome to everybody who is already here over in that live chat box. Make sure to say hey if you are. And if you are here on replay, make sure to let me know where you're watching from down in that comment section below. I want to take a minute right now and ask everybody who is watching this to make sure that you have clicked on that subscribe button. I know sometimes we accidentally get unsubscribed from our favorite channels, so if you happen upon this, just go ahead and double check that, please. Speaking of that, I am a little over about almost 42,500 subscribers. I know that this is totally a pipe dream, but it really is totally a pipe dream. But could you help me try to get to 50,000 by the end of the year? Not going to happen, but every extra subscriber helps. So thank you so much. Welcome to all of my channel members over there in the live chat. Their names are highlighted in a color and they have that little icon next to them. And speaking of channel members, if you are a die cut or paper trimmer level channel member, please make sure to check out the July 2025 channel member live stream, because you still have time to play along. Basically, you're going to create the August 2025 sheet load, and then you can enter to win one of these 3 prizes, which I believe all of them were sent to me by my crafty godmother, Sandra. So thank you, Sandra. This is helping when I have to pull stuff from the treasure box. So make sure you check that out. You can go to my live tab, and as long as you're a member, you should still see, or a die cut or paper trimmer level member, you should see that replay. If you have played along in last month's channel member challenge, let me know over in that chat box or in the comment section. Just type #member. Let me know if you have done that. Again, you have, 9 days to play along. I'm hoping that everybody has gotten a chance to get here. I tried to delay a little bit. Oh, wait. I have something else to delay. I wanted to give you all a heads up about some upcoming live streams that I'll be participating in, both here on my channel and on others. This Friday morning at 10 a.m. Central, I will be going live to talk all about Paperganza, and that is the event that Craft Roulette put on at the end of last month in Kansas City. And then Friday night, I am the guest on Craft Roulette. This Sunday, I am participating in a mystery card kit hop for Kendra's Card Challenge number 19. So myself and a lot of other creators are going to be playing along for that. I go live at 4:00 p.m. Central, and then there will be creators after me. And then finally, for right now, I might be back with some more live streams this month. But finally, for now, Monday, August 18th, it will be time for the August Advent All Year Long live stream. And if you saw last month's Happy Mail video, you already got a sneak peek at the special earrings I will be wearing, because a member sent them to me because she thought of those live streams. Let me know over in the comment section as I get to crafting if you have any questions for me, or a comment. Like if you have a question specifically for me, type question in all caps in front of your message. You can also highlight my name by tagging me, but this will work on any device. Now, if you need to get my attention, let's say you notice my camera's frozen up, or you see that my sound has went off. Anything that you need my attention for right away, if you can put Crafty Owl in all caps, that just helps me see those, because you guys, I guess I could show you my face. You guys are over there chatting away and I don't get to read all of the messages. So I would appreciate it if you would help me out with that. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and take this off, and I'm going to show you the Spellbinders Club Kits for August 2025. While I get that ready, today's poll in the live chat is, do you subscribe to any of the Spellbinders Club Kits? If yes, let us know in the chat. Your options are yes, 1 to 4 clubs, yes, 5 to 8 clubs, yes, the whole caboodle, which I believe is 9 clubs if I counted right, or not yet. So if you're not here to vote live, you can let me know your answer down in that comment section below. But Spellbinders sends me, let's see, 5 of their club kits to play with each month. So today I'm going to get crafty with at least one of the club kits, but my little cards that I have sketched out, I am using at least 2. And then, you know, we always like a poll here, right? We always like a poll. I always like you to help me make decisions on what I'm creating. So it's not quite time for poll light, but we will have those because you're going to help me figure out which club to focus on. But let me go ahead and show these to you first. So the stencil of the month is 5 stencils, and it's called Underwater Bloom, and it creates this scene right here. The small die of the month is called the Deep Blue 2, like the number 2, and it creates the two little scuba divers. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today. 2 little scuba divers, and then some fish and coral and sea life. The clear stamp and die of the month, it is also kind of nautical themed. We have a little sailboat in a bottle, and then a paper sailboat with some sentiments, and then some dies to cut those out. The embossing folders, you know I love an embossing folder. The 3D is called Underwater Waltz, and it's kind of ocean waves and little fishies. And then the regular embossing folder of the month is called Coral Impression. And that's what that looks like. I love that their embossing folders would fit a 5x7. So it's nice to get a big card base in there if you like those. I want you to tell me your favorite club kit that you saw here in front of me over there in the chat box or in the comment section. And while you do that, I am going to close the poll because I need to get a new one ready. So I will get these out here. I need to get a new one ready, but let's see how many of you subscribe to Spellbinders Club Kits. And the reason I'm doing this today is these are now open to new subscribers. So if you don't already subscribe and you like one of these, you can go today and sign up. And I believe they let you skip months if you want to. And you can cancel at any time. I do have some links for these down in that description box below if you'll use those, please. As always, a lot of the links I share are affiliate links, which means I get a small portion of that sale at no extra cost to you. And it just lets those companies know that you're enjoying what I'm creating. And while I'm thinking about that, you guys absolutely loved the Pear Blossom Press ruler that I shared in this month's sheet load. I've had so many of you use my links to purchase those. Not only am I grateful for you using those links, but also for you supporting Amanda at Pear Blossom Press. Her business is booming, you guys. She is ready to hire some outside help. And if any store owner I've ever met deserves that, it is Amanda. She is seriously the sweetest. I keep getting sidetracked though. So 13% of you have the whole caboodle. 75% of you are not yet subscribed to any club kits, and 10% of you have 1 to 4 kits. All right, let's see what some of the favorites are. Laura likes the stencil. Pam says the embossing folder would be a great background. Sala says stamps, but the embossing folders are fun too, especially the fish. Yes. All right, guys. So let me get that poll ready because I'm going to tell you what you get to decide from. And then I have some little sketches that I hopefully will be kind of the basis for the card. So oh, yep, Stephanie, get those poll lights out. I'll get mine turned on. I'll show you here in just a minute. There's Sandra with the poll lights. All right, I'm going to start the poll and give you 2 minutes, which, by the way, oh, I need to be back over here. My poll light is on, so get your poll lights over there in the chat because it is time for you to help me make decisions. So what I want to know, would you like to see the focal point of today's cards be the small die of the month, which I'm going to tell you right now, I will not be putting those scuba divers together on camera. That is going to be something I have to do off camera. I was trying to get those ready the other day in case that's what you decided, but you guys, it's lots of little pieces. But do you want to see this as a focal point? So it'd be like the fish and the little sea plant, or the clear stamp of the month with those cute images? Let me know over in that poll. And I will play, we have about a minute left for you to vote. I will play a little music while you do that. All right, guys, that timer is up. Let me see what you chose. Drum roll. 59% of you would like to see me use the clear stamp of the month. Awesome, awesome. I actually want to come back later in the month because Amanda has a new product out. They are snap and slides. And today I'm going to be using this little bow, but I want to come back later in the month and try to use these and make like a card with motion where the bottle would go across. So let me know if you want to see that. Put a snap and slide over there in the chat or in the comment section. Oh, Catherine, thank you for that reminder. That was one more thing that I wanted to talk about. Catherine said, how many of you received your Craftaween kit? Let's see, a couple days ago. I don't know. I'm losing track of time, you guys. But I had a little product sneak peek here on my channel with the upcoming Craftaween holiday advent calendar from Spellbinders. And I couldn't open it. But here it is. It did sell out super fast, you guys. And again, thanks to everyone who used my links to purchase yours. It is sold out. But you guys, I tell you in that intro video how many I have to give away of these when I do my live stream series in October. So I have linked that video down in that description box. You can find out more about the advent calendar and the series, 2 series that I will be doing on my channel with those. Pam says, when we order the ruler, did we get a discount using your link? No, Pam, there was no discount, but thank you for using my link if you did. I think, let's see, the discounts that I have that are permanent are Glassboard Studio, which you guys, I am almost ready to open that and get crafty with it for the first time. I cannot wait. And then I also have Glassboard Studio, I think is 15% off with my discount code or my link. And then Tape Jungle, I don't get any affiliate money from those orders, but I do have a 10% off code that is always in my description box if you have an ATG and want very economical refills for that. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see. I've been talking way too much, you guys. Okay, I'll kind of tell you my plan here. And then we get to do, it'll be time for another poll here in just a minute. But I will show you a little sketch if I can find it. So this, I mean, come on, don't even try to read that. My handwriting's so bad. But if you chose a small die, I had one card sketched out. if you chose the clear stamp, I had one card sketched out. So the clear stamp is what you chose, and I'm going to put my little boat on an action wobble, you guys. So it's going to have a little motion, and one of you lucky live viewers will get to win my card at the end of today's stream. So make sure to stick around, which I realize my camera has locked up. So let me change my main camera. Let me change that so I can restart it. I should have known. And if it doesn't restart correctly, then I will just do overhead. Let me know if you can still hear me on the overhead camera, please. And we'll give the face camera a little bit of time to, I don't know what it wants to do. But so I have it sketched out. And with this, I'm going to use the Underwater Waltz embossing folder, which was, oh, it was the 3D one, you guys. All right. So first thing we're going to do is stamp this with Memento. And, you know, I don't have to do a lot of coloring. Oh, but you guys, oh, I was going to go to face. I almost forgot. I need to know what color palette you want me to use. So I can't show you my pole light, but get your pole lights out while I show you the color cube cards. All right. So I already pre-chose my colors ahead of time, but so we're going to be using this stamp set, right? I'm going to be using the little paper boat image. So there's not a whole lot of other colors, but this would be more for the background, okay? Oh, Sandra's got her pole light out. This will be card A. So kind of a beachy scene with some rocks out there. This will be card B. We have a little jellyfish. I went through my color cube boxes and tried to find some that were C related. This would be B. And then this one would be C. So think about which one you would like to see me use with that stamp set. And I will get the pole ready. So again, A, B, or C. And then I can start pulling my inks. All right. Oh, Carol, you are right on time, friend. We're still doing polls and we haven't even gotten started crafting yet. So A, B, or C. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to get your vote in for that while I play some waiting music. I think I might have some new waiting music today. Catherine, make sure you get your vote in the polls, okay? So we know which was your final answer. right, I did do a stamp of approval check, and you guys, oh, I went to the wrong page. Almost half of you have not yet smashed that like button. So if you're enjoying this stream, whether you're here live or on replay, please go ahead and click that button, that thumbs up right below this video. It helps me find new viewers. If you want to share it with a crafty friend who might like to come and join us, that would be excellent as well. Let's go ahead and find out which color cube card I will be working with today. All right, with pretty overwhelming 56% of the vote. Ooh, all right. This is not the one I thought you would choose, but I think this will go very well with this image since there's not going to be a lot of coloring. So I will use all of those pretty colors in the background. Thank you to everybody who has smashed that like button. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let me put these two away. And then already on the back, I picked out my colors. And if you've never seen me do this before, once I pick a color cube card, I come in with my Tailored Expressions cardstock ring, which I keep in kind of like Roy G. Biv order. Kind of, not the best at it. And then I write down which ones I'm going to choose. So let me go ahead and pull those. And you can tell me what you think about my matches. All right. I'm not going to get out Sugar Cube or White is one of them. I'm not going to pull that out. But here are the colors that I will be using. I think probably making some kind of background out of these is going to be great. And then maybe I'll just do light shades of brown to kind of shade in my boat. Let me know what you would do with this stamp set over there in the chat box. And let's see here. I think I'll just ink blend today. You know, I love to do some smushing, but I think today I'll just ink blend. Oh, wait, first, you know what? I like to stamp my image and let that memento ink dry well before I color. So that's actually what I'm going to do first. So when I use my Olo markers, which are the alcohol markers that I currently use, I use Express It blending cardstock. So I'm just going to get out a scrap of that if I have one. I do not, so I'll have to cut down a big piece. And after the live, when I know what colors I've used and what the finalized products are, I will add more links to that description box below. If you're ever in the mood to crafty shop, I always say shop your stash first, but if you are in the mood to crafty shop, I have some of my main store links down there in that description box as well. Let me know what you are sipping on today while I cut down a piece of cardstock. I got woken up basically in the middle of the night by one of my kitties deciding to get sick, and I cleaned it up and could not get back to sleep. So I tried, but I could not. So in my cup today is some energy drink water. I was going to drink an Alani. Best energy drink out there, pink slush. But I have packets to put in my water, so I figure that kind of dilutes the caffeine a little bit. But I'm trying to get a little bit of a caffeine oomph so I can get through this video and not bore you guys. I do see that some of you are already getting those ideas in of what you're going to do. Love it, love it. And Catherine also mentioned a slider. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a slider with the boat in the bottle because I want to use kind of a fun track that has waves, but I don't know if it will work or not. you know, with like a longer image. Is it dreary where anybody else is? So me being tired is not being helped by the fact that it is rainy outside. It was pouring this morning and all cloudy. So definitely be a good day for a nap. And for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp my cinnamon while I have it out. And I was going to use, where's it at here? Sending Joy on Paper Sails. I thought that would go well with the boat. And I'll be using Memento. Let's see, do I have brown Memento? Ooh. I have rich cocoa Memento too. This might kind of go with the brown in here, and it should still be marker safe. I think I'm going to try it, you guys. I think I'm just going to give it a try, right? We can experiment together and see. I mean, and if it's awful, you know, I can always turn this piece of cardstock over and use my black Memento ink too. Catherine said she thinks a slider bottle would work. Just use 5x7 card. Oh, that would be a good idea to use a little bit bigger card. That's probably a really good idea. And with those embossing folders, because I wanted to use one of the embossing folders, those will emboss the 5x7. Is anybody crafting along today? Are you hanging out? Are you working? Let us know over there in the chat. Not sure if I've ever used this Memento ink pad before, but it seems a little dry. Oh, that looks nice. I like that. I like that. I'm just going to give it another coat of the ink. Right. And then that's nice and bold. And again, I'm going to sit it to the side so I make sure that ink dries before I use my alcohol markers. And I'll clean that later. Now, I need a piece of white cardstock. I'm going to probably cut this with my other one, but I'm going to use not my nice alcohol ink markers. I'm just going to use my cardstock that I use for those. I'm just going to use some plain white here. And I'm going to tack this down. And you're probably wondering, why am I not using my glass board? And that's because, like, I want to have a big debut for it. So I haven't even unboxed it yet because I want to get my reaction on camera because I know that thing is going to be gorgeous. I got one that's like rainbow splatters. Let me know if you have a glass board and maybe your best tip when using it. Okay, I'm going to do blue, like in this order: blue raspberry, blueberry, blue corn. So I want to start with my lightest one so that I don't contaminate my lighter ink pads with a darker ink. And actually, I like to turn this sideways. Barbara Rogers, hello, friends. She says, I am going to love my glass board. I have heard. Oh, did anybody notice my new watch band? I have been told if I have a metal watch band to be careful when I use my glass board. But, I've always had like my kind of my silicone rainbow one. Well, over the weekend, I saw this rainbow one on Amazon and my husband ordered it for me. I love it. So I'm going to go, about a third of the way in with this color, do the middle with blueberry, and come in the other side with blue corn. I think that'll make a nice oceany background. I am going to go ahead and wipe off as much of that ink as I can before I move on, just because these are kind of like a different colorway here. I think I'll switch back to this so I can come in from the sides. And then finally some blue corn at what will be the bottom. If I remember to emboss it correctly, this might get turned upside down. You never know. You always, when you're ink blending, you want to kind of overlap those colors a little bit. And I think I'm going to go back to the blue raspberry and maybe the blueberry and add a little bit more. This will, even though it looks kind of splotchy now, this ink will kind of even out. But if I'm going to go back, I definitely want to clean this off, try to find a lighter part of my towel. Bye, Barbara. Thanks for stopping by. All right, I think, do I need to do some white splatters on this? Because that will, make this look a little different. And then also there was white on the color cube card. Let me know, should I splatter in white before we emboss this? I won't do a poll on this, just put like yes or no over in the chat. Marilyn says she can't wait to see me on Craft Roulette Friday night. I am very excited to be back. Yes, for white splatters. Yes, white splatters. Janet, this is a good point. Janet says splatter or water droplets. So one thing about the Tailored Expressions inks, is they do not react to water like some other ones do. That's why if you're going to watercolor with them or ink smush, you have to use their liquid watercolors. Otherwise, I do like the look with those inks that do react. All right, it looks like everybody's saying yes to the splatters. So let me get that out. I'm going to be using Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. And one of my favorite gifts from last year's Tailored Expressions Advent Calendar, it was a teeny tiny mini glass board to put that on. Put the white stuff on, and then I need my splatter box. I kind of like this little area right here. It's got like gold splatter and pretty watercolor. Okay. I always keep these little dessert spoons. I don't know what they are from the Dollar Tree. They're just plastic spoons. I'm going to get a little of this bleed proof white out here. Add some water to that. Let's see. Oops. See how that, if it's flowing. Yeah, that looks good. So mix that around. And then I'm going to put this up here. Oh, I think we made a good decision, you guys, to go ahead and splatter this. I think it looks fun. Oops. Let me know what you think. So there it is splattered. I'm just going to set this whole box right over here behind me. And we'll let that dry while I color my image, which, again, not going to color very much of this. I'm probably going to try to find some markers that kind of go with these blues, maybe for the little flags there. But then I'm just going to put a little light brown shading on my boat. So I think it's going to be pretty simple. But it's been a while since I have shown this. But here is how I keep my Olo markers. It's kind of like a stadium. I do just keep them in the half markers. And inside of this big clear plastic container are little marker holders, which these stay in here pretty well. But that's just how I keep them in color order. And I want to try to find some that are close to this. Again, I just want a little shading on my boat. I think I'm going to go for the brown shading OR 7.1. And then let's see what this BG looks like for maybe the I'm going to do BG2.5. It might be slightly darker than this. Now, let me see 2.4. Sorry. Oh, yes. BG 2.4 looks really close to that. And then I want to do a dark blue. About B4.7. Yes. I think I found them, you guys. So here are the colors I'm going to be using. I'm just going to use a single color for each of the ones because these areas are so teeny tiny. I probably should get out my blender, though, for my brown shading. Now, Cross your fingers for me. Kristen said, what colorway of Olo markers did I get my paper Ganza goodie bag, or are you saving that info for your video? I am going to save that info for the video, because honestly, I don't even know. And because I currently have all of the Olo markers, those are probably going to go to my sister or my sister-in-law, because they're just starting their Olo collections. But yeah, it was very generous that we got those in our swag bag at Paper Ganza. But yes, I will let you know on Friday which colors I got, because I cannot remember. I'm just going to color every other one in the blue, in the light blue. And then every other one in the dark blue. And you could really use any markers for little areas like this, since I'm not really doing any shading. And then, okay, this is the part I'm worried about, doing my little shading on my boat, but hopefully we'll be okay. I'm just going to go kind of where I think those shadows would be. And there's actually lines drawn in right on the boat, so that makes it easy. Just, again, giving it a little shading. Bring a little more life to it. I don't even think I need to blend that out. I think we're going to call that good. So right there, guys, look at that. You know I never color, but I did it. All right. Let me do a quick thumbs up check. If you have not yet given the video your stamp of approval, smash that like button. Go ahead and smash that now, and then I'll do a stamp of approval check here in just a minute. See what we can get to. I'm just cutting this down so it can fit into my die cutter. And I always like to use removable tape when I'm die cutting. And, oh, I actually already had pieces here I could have used, but I just use this until there's no more sticky. Oh, I forgot to add, well, I'll add the shading there. I forgot to add a little shading to that sail right here. I'm going to bring this down where I can see it. All right, let me go do a stamp of approval check now that you've gotten time to do that. And we have 40 likes. Thank you so much, you guys. If you are just dropping by and you haven't yet smashed that like button, I hope that you will do that. There's our little boat. And while I'm thinking about it, I want to get that shading added down here. And then for the sentiment, this set came with a shorter one for some of the sentiments. They're 2 rows and they're shorter. So it came with 2 different dies to cut those out. And again, I'm just going to use that same piece of removable tape to get this put in place. I gotta remember my action wobble, you guys. I'm afraid I'm just gonna glue my boat right now with some foam tape. Maybe I should go ahead, put those right there so I don't forget. Let me know if you've ever used an action wobble and how long ago you think it was. I haven't used one. Wow. Because I don't think we did it at the last stamp. Do I know we did some interactive cards? I can't remember if we used a wobble. If we didn't, then it's been like years since I last used one. Thank you, Jeanette, for your sweet comment. And yeah, this was pretty easy. Sometimes I get adventurous and do a little shading. Oh, Jana used one yesterday. Hashtag Team Wobble. Linda says she has used before, but a long time ago. Welcome, Amalia. Ooh, the small die of the month. So then you got the other one. So we voted, and this was the other option this morning. So you got that one. I'm not putting those scuba divers together on camera. All right. Becky has made a couple cards, Christmas cards using wobbles. Polly did for her Father's Day card. And Texas Craft Connection, which, friend, I saw that you just became a channel member. So thank you so much for your support. She has a stash but has not used a wobble yet. Maybe this will inspire you to do it. All right, let me see if our ink blended background is ready yet. See if any of those splatters. Okay, they don't seem to be coming off. So again, if you're coming in a little later, this is the background that I created because this is the color cube card that was chosen for today's creation. So that was going to be with the 3D embossing folder of the month, which again, if you came in late, it's some little ocean waves with some fish. And you know, every time that I use a Spellbinders embossing folder, I forget which sandwich to use. So we're going to try to get through this, okay? And I'm not going to bring that into the camera. I have to use my bigger one, so I'll leave it right there. But I do need to wet the back of this down, so I'll show you what I do. I do have a mister, but I find that it's easier. I just keep some baby wipes in my drawer. I'm just going to put a little bit of moisture on the back. Let me know if you are, if you do not like the word moist. I know that's one that sometimes gets people. And I think my baby wipes might have dried out. I might have to get out another package. Okay. Let's hydrate. Take a drink. And I'll start trying to figure out this sandwich. I'm definitely going to take away at least one of these. And for now, I'm going to leave this plate just like it is. I'm not going to fold anything back. I'm like, where I couldn't find this because it was upside down. And remember, I want the lighter blue at the top, so I'm going to keep that in mind when I put it in the embossing folder. And now, got to figure out what I need to do. So I just have to kind of play with the tension, which I think I might need to take away one of these levels. Okay, so taking away the top level is too much. So what I'm going to do is get out my embossing pad kit from Tailored Expressions. And this has 2 different thicknesses of rubber gaskets in it. I'm going to try the thinner one first and just put it right underneath where the cardstock background is in there and see about that. Nope, I think I got to use a thick one. We're going to try that. And I know I say this every time. I really should write down what I use, you know, what sandwich I end up using, but I never do. All right, I think this is going to do it. I think this is going to do it, you guys. So that was the thick rubber embossing pad. And then I left the thinner one there on my base plate. Are we ready to see this? If you are ready to see the embossed background, give me a drum roll over in that chat. Give me some drums or some high fives. All right, here we go. I want to take a peek at it. Oh, guys, this is so neat. All right, I see Kristen's got her drum rolls over there. Catherine's got her drum rolls. Keep those coming. Jana Marie has some horns, I think. All right, guys. Are we ready? I hope that the camera will pick this up. You guys, how fun is that? That's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, I'm going to cut this down a little. Well, I guess I should see how big. Okay, I think I'm just going to cut it down to like 4 by 5 1/4. Because this boat is pretty big. I was going to maybe do a bigger mat on my background, but I'm going to try this first. And Catherine said the scuba divers would look amazing on that background. I agree, Catherine, they would. And while I have this out, I think I'm going to get out, what color was that again? Where did I put my ink pads? I'm going to get out a piece of, or a blueberry card base, I guess. Sorry, blue raspberry. Oh, I already had one cut, but I do want a piece of white for the inside. And I'm cutting this for the inside because sometimes it's hard to read a message on a dark cardstock background. Oh, Catherine says I am frozen. Everything seems to be working here on my cameras. Let me know if I'm frozen for anyone else. All right. Linda says all good here. Okay, good. It was looking fine to me, but just want to be sure. And since I'm going to have my boat on an action wobble, I'm going to put that ink blended background just right flat down onto the card front. With the 3D embossing folders, you probably want to put a little extra adhesive on the back because sometimes there's less surface area to get your adhesive on there. And I'm going to pull in my A7 ruler here from Pear Blossom Press to get this. Oh, that's my fold there. I better pay attention where my fold's at to get my card front nice and centered on there. Look at that. Easy peasy. Look at that, you guys. And I need some foam tape on the back of that. And usually I like to get out my big rolls of foam tape, but this is pretty skinny. I think even my 1/4 inch foam tape would be too thick. So I'm be using foam sticky strips from Tailored Expressions. These are a little higher than my regular foam tape, but with that action wobble, I think we'll be just fine. Linda, this is the Pear Blossom Press A7T ruler. So I don't make a lot of A7 cards, but this was priceless for the recent sheet load because I had so many of those little pieces to get that 1/8 of an inch border. I will, let me see, I'm going to go ahead and grab this affiliate link for you. Give me just a second here. All right. Thank you for being patient. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat. Again, they have the A7 and the original A4 version. The A7 version just came out August 1st. And it has jigs for 1/8. Oops, I got to get back here where I can see. It has jigs for 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch borders. And then the original A2 has a 3/8 inch jig and a 1/2 inch jig. And I will tell you that I am planning a collaboration with one of my favorite crafters later on in the year. And the sheet load has a 3/8 inch border. So I know that this is going to come in super duper handy. I did mention it earlier on in the live stream, but Amanda, who owns Pear Blossom Press, is seriously one of the nicest people. And she is so supportive of other crafty companies, of crafters. So if you're even on the edge, maybe just thinking about getting this ruler, I think she is a great business to spend your money with. And she has lots of other great products while you're there. One of which is the brand new Snap and Slides, which I'm going to hopefully use with the other stamp from this set. So hope you will check those out. Oh, my sister's here. Hello. Oh, hello, Lisa. Okay. Amanda is smart and super awesome. Agreed. And she can teach you how to make a light up card in a minute, you guys. She taught 2 light up cards at Paper Ganza. It was amazing. Okay. Oh, I want to put this on the inside. And I'm just going to eyeball this. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. I doubt you can hear that, but the tornado siren just started and it is kind of rainy and windy out. So my heart skipped a couple beats, but it is also 11 o'clock. So it's probably just the regular test, but I got a little scare, a little jump scare there. So this would be a 1/4 inch border all the way around. Let me see which ruler has that and I'll give it a try. So that would be, it's the A7 too that has a 1/4 inch. So I got to think how I can do this since it's a folded card. Right there. Shannon C said she watched a sheet load earlier this week when I used the ruler and bought both through my link. Thank you so much, Shannon. I love this. So Shannon also added in the notes section that she saw me demo it. That is even better. Thank you. Amanda is already so sweet to me, but I would love for her to know that I sent her your way. Thank you so much. Oh, Catherine. Her community doesn't even test tornado sirens anymore. Oh, we need them around here because they go off. They go off frequently in some seasons. Okay, so I need to get that on an action wobble. So these are the larger size. Since this boat was bigger, I thought it would be okay. And so there's two sides. There's like the one that has more surface area and the one that doesn't. I have no idea which one I'm supposed to use, but I think definitely since oh gosh, I might not have thought very far ahead on this. It's going to be hard to get this to stick to that embossed area. So hopefully I can like find an area where it's a little less embossed so it sticks. But I think what I'm going to do is put the most surface area on the background, give it the best chance to adhere. Sometimes I like to, oh gosh. Okay. So you guys, another thing the ruler does. So, okay. So now I have not used it yet for this, but on the ruler part, it has centering rulers for the short and the long side. Also on each of those is where a third of the way across will be marked, you know, so like good design is you put it at thirds. So those areas are marked. You guys, I'm going to try to center that sentiment using this ruler, okay? So this is the short edge. So it's going to be this one down here at the bottom. Oh, wait, I guess I need to figure out where I want that to go. This might be a little high for this ruler because this foam tape is high, but you know what? I'm going to give it a try, you guys. I'm going to put a little bit of liquid adhesive on the back of this so I have some wiggle time to get it placed just right. And now what I'm going to do, make sure that's right up against the side. And I want to try to see. I think I like that. So I'm just going to gently set it against the ruler and kind of look and see here. Oh, I have it on. Oh my goodness, I chose the wrong ruler. I need to do it across the top. Woo! Was anybody else out there yelling, "Don't do it, Alicia"? All right. Okay, I think I have that. Oh, that was nice, you guys. That's probably the most centered I have ever gotten a sentiment left to right, and it's nice and straight. So I'm going to leave my paperweight on there for just a minute, and I'll go ahead and get this prepared. Let that adhesive dry. This is a little big for that. Yeah, that's a little too big. It is wobbling. And I only want my sailboat to wobble. Okay. So I took the release paper off the edge that had the little bit smaller piece. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side like I did with the foam tape. I am going to put some liquid glue on there as well, just again because the background is embossed and I want to make sure that I have enough glue so it stays adhered, because I'm going to be sending this card to one of you and I don't want it to fall apart before it gets there. Now, if you action wobble it a lot and it falls off, you'll have to glue it back on yourself. All right. And let me see here where I might like to have my boat. And, you know, it is an action wobble, so it's not going to sit perfectly straight, but at least now I can kind of get it centered. Oh, you guys, look at that. Yes. Okay, so my boat is a little crooked. It is a little crooked, but we won't look at that. All right. If you are having fun at this live stream, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're not yet already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Please remember, I said earlier, I know it's a pipe dream. My video did freeze up again. I know it is a pipe dream, but I would love to get to 50,000 by the end of the year. Again, won't happen, but a girl can dream, right? I think my camera is getting too hot. Fun, fun. All right. So this might be one you want to hand to somebody since it is a little thick, but oh, there you go. I like the way Catherine thinks. She says it's not crooked, it's going over waves. Exactly. Thank you very much. Okay, you guys. If you would like to win this card, again, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to try to get my camera back on. Hopefully it'll work until we say goodbyes. Give this video a thumbs up. Oh, right now we have 51 thumbs ups. Thank you so, so much. Marilyn said, stop saying it won't happen. Concentrate on the fact that it could. I will try, Marilyn, but the way I grow each month is probably won't get me there. But you're right. I can have a positive attitude. And I will show you guys, I do keep track of, I haven't shown it in a long time, but I always have my subscriber count there right behind me. So I need 7,500 subscribers by the end of the year. Well, or to reach 50,000, even if it's in 2026, I will take it. If you have a crafty friend who might not know about my channel, I would love for you to share it with them. If they like to make sketch cards or if they just like crafty videos, I would totally appreciate it. All righty, let's take one last look at this. And then on the inside is just a piece of white. And I've got to get better at stamping the back. I sent out a whole bunch of like cards and prizes here lately. And the cards were from that crafty marathon I did before I left for Paperganza. And I didn't stamp the back. I really should do better about that. Let me know if you stamp the back of your cards over there in the chat box or in the comment section. Yeah, just say stamp the back or something. But let me get, you look at this a little more. I will get the giveaway ready to go. And don't forget, if you do want to order any of the clubs you saw me use today, I have links down in the description box. And when I'm done here, I will add like the colors of ink I used and anything else that I did, especially those rulers. I will add the link to the rulers again down in that description box below. All right, you guys, if you would like to be entered in to win this card, you have to be at least 18 years old. Subscribe to my channel. Again, I appreciate a thumbs up on this video, and you do have to be here live. If that applies to you and you would like me to send you this card, which, oh, I forgot to turn that form back on, so let me go do that. Okay. I think I turned on the correct form. So what I need you to do, one time over in the chat, you are going to type, maybe, hashtag clubs, hashtag CLUBS, just like it shows on screen. Make sure there's not a space. Make sure you have that hashtag. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to get that in. Now, if you notice that, oh no, I forgot the hashtag or I spelled clubs incorrectly, go ahead and retype it, but please do not spam the chat with it because each username does only get one entry. So I'm going to give you some time to get that in and then hit the like button if you haven't yet already, and I'll play a little music. I guess my music ended before my timer did. All right, you have about 5 seconds left to get in that hashtag clubs. While we are finishing that up, I'm going to remove this for now and just remind you about my upcoming live streams. So this Friday at 10 a.m. Central, same time as this live stream was, I will be sharing all about Paperganza. I will be telling you about my trip there, about what the event was like, what was in the swag bag, the swap cards I got, and oh goodness, you guys, I had to get up in front of people and do kind of improv acting. So if you want to hear about that, if you're not I did tell my die cut and paper trimmer level channel members who were at the channel member live, I told them about some of it. So I hope you'll be here to hear all about that. Then Friday night, speaking of Craft Roulette and Paperganza, I am the guest on Craft Roulette. So I'll be going live with Mary Gunn over on the Craft Roulette channel. If you've never watched Craft Roulette before, please come join us. It is a fun with two ends time. Sunday, August 10th, this Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. Central, I'm taking part in Kendra's Card Challenge number 19, Mystery Card Kit Hop. So I think Kendra has a video that will lead up to mine, and then mine will lead to a whole other host of live streams that you'll want to join us for. And then finally, the last live stream I know about so far this month is Monday, August 18th, where I will be back with the August Advent all year long live stream. I do have links to all of these live streams down in that description box below. So make sure to check those out. Go ahead and set a reminder so that you get a little notification so you don't forget to join us. And now let's find out who the lucky winner is. So if your name pops up, you will need to make sure to keep watching so you know how to claim the card. When your name does pop up, I want you to scream over in the chat, "Oh my goodness, it's me," or something like that. All right, good luck, everyone. And congratulations to Ann Simpson. Congratulations, Ann. And thank you to everybody who took the time to join me today. If you have been here the whole time, put a 10 over there in that chat box. And Ann, what you're going to need to do is down at the very bottom of the description box below is a link to a Google form. You'll need to fill that out within 24 hours. And then the next time I go to the post office, which I'm be honest with you, I don't go as often as I used to, I will send your card out. So make sure to fill that out in time so I can get it sent out to you. Oh, look at Lisa. My sister has been a channel member for 51 months. Thank you so much, Lisa. And have we seen Ann shout out, "It's me, I won"? I haven't seen it. All right. Make sure, Ann, that you shout it out over there. Oh, I see lots of 10s in the chat that you've been here the whole time. Thank you. I have a 5. Love it. Let me know if you have any final questions before I say the goodbyes. Hope to see you on Friday. I'll be getting ready for that later today because I want to do kind of like a little slideshow to show you some fun pictures from the event. And I cannot wait to share the swag bag and all of that good stuff. Hopefully Anna's still here so she knows how to claim her prize. All right, guys. Any final questions? I'll give you a minute to get those in. I think that my energy water has helped. I do feel kind of awake. But again, it's a dreary day here. It might be a day for a nap. There's Ann. Ann said, "Oh, thanks." You are welcome. And don't forget to fill out that form. All right, guys. Thank you again so much for being here. I always have such a fun time with all of you. And until my next one, I hope you're all having a crafty day. Bye-bye.